Live from the Texas Cheerlickers Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Rudy and Buki.
We could be a bad cop 80s.
We could definitely be a bad cop duo.
You're just 2 days from retirement, Rudy.
Wow. You would be the cop that goes undercover and has to do ecstasy to prove to the bad guys that he's really not a cop.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just freaking rolling for like 30 minutes, freaking tripping out like that. We always have that scene in the cop movie, right? So
yeah, of course.
Yeah, that would definitely be you.
I could see that. For sure. I basically like Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. What else? There's a few of them actually. Good cop, bad cop. Jonah Hill. I like Jonah Hill fat, by the way.
Fat Jonah Hill's funnier.
Skinny Jonah Hill doesn't excite me.
I agree there. Fat Jonah Hill, not as funny. Peak Jonah Hill is obviously super bad. Shout out to him.
Yeah. Well, let's start punching people right away. I know it's Friday. We're supposed to be in a good mood, but let's punch somebody right away.
Jesus.
I want to start by first of all, I was going to punch somebody else, but then Jose let me know something that about our guy that's playing hooky. I'll let Mike tell y'all. He has some stuff to do. He has some things to do. He has some other things to take care of, and I'll let him know. I'll let him decide if he wants to tell you that. It ain't the squirts, although it may be the squirts. Who knows? But when he gets back Monday, but I want to punch him. Yeah, I want to punch Mike Taylor. I was gonna punch Dean Cain's punk ass. Like, you're that failed of an actor. You're that irrelevant to where you decide to go and sign up for ICE. I'm gonna punch
I
Dean
saw
Cain.
that. Okay, now I know who that is.
It's not 10:30, so I'm not gonna say the F word. But no, I'm gonna say it. He's a fuck boy.
He is.
Dean Cain is a fuck boy. First of all, that's not even his name.
Okay.
Like most of Hollywood. But if I'm not mistaken, his family didn't even come over here legally.
Probably.
Fuck Dean Cain.
Yeah. No, fuck that guy too. Yeah.
Yeah. Punch
he needs
him.
some money desperately. Apparently.
He needs some money. Like, and then TMZ interviews him. I'm like, dude, like you need attention that much. Now, have you seen some of the stuff they're offering people to come sign up for ICE? It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, we'll pay off your student loans and we'll give you a sign-up bonus. I guess I'm like, what is happening in this country that I live in? Where like I gotta go and get little kids out of their daycares to get you to pay off my student loans.
Yeah. Morality, step free.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
it's crazy.
My wife thought about it for 3 seconds. And I slapped her.
You're gonna think about it more in a few years after those Houston checks come. You're gonna be like, oh my God.
Hey, she might not be going to U of H. Hey, you like my hat, by the way? You see,
I do. Is that the skyline? Of course, it's a skyline. I do like
skyline.
That.
Yeah. So punch Dean Cain, but punch Mike Taylor for tweeting out that we weren't going to be on today before asking me and Jose if we were going to do the show today.
I'll ask right now. I'll look right now to see if he still has the tweet up, by the way.
Because he texted me like, hey, will you let the sponsors know that we're going to be off today? I was like, no, me and Buki aren't going to play hooky like you. We're going to get in here and get to work.
He did delete it, which is nice.
Oh, he deleted? Okay. But still,
we saw it, Mike, though. I saw it.
Yeah, we saw that shit, Mike. So punch Mike Taylor right in his balls. You got to punch anybody?
No. Well, I'm about to punch all of the drivers from here to Corpus because I'm driving down to Corpus.
You going to Corpus?
Yeah. I'm bringing a camera, so now I'm about to just get some footage, some B-roll for whatever videos for Chris 6. But yes, I'm going down to Corpus. It's my last weekend of freedom before football season starts.
Oh, okay.
So it should be very interesting. So punch all those drivers and punch the traffic.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. The Corpus Drive, of all the drives I do, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, whatever. Corpus is the easiest. Corpus, there's really not that much traffic on the way. I just went down, dude. It's really
isn't it the shortest?
It is the shortest, but it's a pleasant drive. It's not like, first of all, get gas, because you're gonna there's that stretch of road where there's nothing but them damn, what are those things?
The windmills, yeah.
Stupid ass windmills that didn't work.
Yeah, when the freeze comes.
Yeah, when the fucking freeze came.
You know, I know I'm close to Corpus when I start seeing those.
Yes.
And by the way, Port A's and Corpus Buki, Greg, that's the same fucking thing to me. Those are all the same thing to me. I don't know what I'm going to.
Is that Greg? I can't see the chat, but
yeah.
Is that Greg Castanuela?
Of course it is. Shout out to Greg.
Hey, Greg, you don't donate enough to this show to talk as much shit as you do. I've gone over this with you. All right.
Greg,
you talk too much shit, Greg.
Greg,
give me give me the Orlando Kell stuff. Can I see it?
Of course.
All right.
Shout out to Orlando.
Orlando Kell, if your wife talks too much shit and doesn't donate a lot like Greg, give Orlando Kell a call at 210-775-4995 or email him at orlandokell@gmail.com. Dude, last year Orlando invited us to like 3 UT games and we weren't able to make any of them. I don't know. You know how sometimes you keep inviting someone somewhere and then finally you say, I'm never inviting him anywhere ever again because he always says no.
Yep.
I hope I haven't made it to that side of the list for Orlando.
You know, you definitely might have. I'm one and done with people. I got this guy a birthday gift. I got him this 1 day pass to some fancy ass gym because he's a workout hardo kind of guy.
Yeah.
Never used it. I'll never get him a birthday present again.
Are you serious?
I'll never get him a present again. Yeah. I asked him for 4 months every other day. Like, oh, did you use it? How's the gym? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do it. And then I was like, you know what? I'll never get him a gift again. Same thing happened to Helga's little brother when he was 6 years old. I got him a gift, never used it, never buying him a gift again. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Wait, Buki, you can't say F him to your girlfriend's little brother who happens to be 6, bro. What are you doing?
I took him to a wrestling event. He had a great time. I bought him something. Never see it again. Fucking, he's like a senior in high school now. Never buying him a gift again.
Damn, how long you and Helga been together?
A while.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, and I haven't put a ring on it yet. I get told that frequently.
Hey, no, let me tell you something. So my wife and I got together in January of 2002. We didn't get married until September of 2015. We were together for 13 years before we got married. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why you're doing it right, Buki. Because the first 7 years, you're still getting to know each other. Like, get to that 7-year mark and see how you're feeling, because there's that 7-year itch. Then take those next 2-3 years to get your stuff in order. Like, I don't think people should be getting married within 2 years of dating each other. So don't feel bad about that. Yeah. Don't let people talk, because again, let's say you date somebody, y'all get together for 3 years, you pop the question, y'all get married at year 4. By year 7, you might freaking hate each other. Like, you need time to realize if you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody. And even then, the 10 years we've been married, marriage is freaking. That's why Orlando Kell is rich.
Yeah.
Because 50% of marriages end in divorce. Getting married, man, and being with somebody forever.
Forever?
I mean, keep in mind, Mike's done it twice.
What a reference. Look at me with the reference. Yeah, I did it.
I can appreciate that. But if you didn't know that one, then you're no longer a part of this show. So I can appreciate you knowing that, though. But yeah, take your time, Buki.
Don't worry. I think we got together in 2016, so I'm getting there.
26. Oh, but y'all been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
2016. Oh, you're good. Oh, damn. So you coming up on 10. It's about time to make it. It's about time to make a decision. You're coming up on 10.
I'm about to have to affirm a wedding ring. It's gonna be great times. I can't wait. Just put that bitch on a payment plan. I'll figure it out later.
Oh yeah, my ring. I don't even know if I ever paid my wife's ring off. I think I just stopped paying K's.
Yeah, beautiful.
Her ring is officially stolen.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Shout out to Orlando Kell. Anybody in the chat saying anything worthwhile? I can't see anything.
Joseph Gomez is doing the math on Helga, 6-year-old brother. He was probably like 8. I don't know how much how old he was actually.
Y'all know Buki doesn't speak in like matter of fact. Like he was probably 12. Buki just maybe 6 sounded better for the story.
Yeah, well, he's an ungrateful asshole, and I'll never fucking buy him a gift again for 6-year-old.
You can't say that about your lady's little brother.
Oh, Rudy, I say so much worse to her little brother, a COVID baby. Oh my God, I've been calling him a shithead forever. I look at him like, what is this fucking jobless asshole doing? You know, this prick. He's like 4 years old now, so you can understand now what I'm saying. So I can't call him a prick to his face, but it was great. I would just be like, wow, this fucking bum doesn't have a job. And he'd just sit there, smile at me, and be like, yeah, that's right.
My God, Buki. What are her parents?
Not a fan of it.
What do her parents say about this?
Her parents laugh because they know that's my way of expressing affection, making fun of you vigorously and calling you a piece of shit. Helga doesn't like it as much. Admittedly.
Oh man. Karma could get your ass for shit like that.
Yes.
Sometimes, when you treat people like shit, at some point that shit comes back to you.
Yeah.
Be the case. And you know what? I want to talk to the hunters out there. I want to talk to the hunters. Post this picture, Buki. Post the picture I sent you of this freaking asshole who's no longer with us. So this guy is one of these dudes that pays $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to go kill animals. Again, hunters, I don't know y'all's world. I don't want to come off as an idiot. Like I'm all for killing like the boars that tear up people's golf courses, the hogs that tear up people's farms and ranches. Like I'm all for, let's kill all of them. I'll help y'all kill them. Like I've never went hunting. I've never been a hunter. So I get all that. I get the dove hunting because you can eat it. I know the deer hunting, deer season, there's only certain times you can do it. A lot of people eat the deer as well. Like if you're doing it to eat and to keep menaces from ruining your crops and golf courses, etc., give me a gun. I'll go with you. I love deer sausage, love deer meat. But this shit, hunters, y'all got help me understand how you get off to killing a beautiful animal like this. Tell me how that helps the world. Is this, I don't know. Again, hunters out there, especially if you got 30, 40, 50 grand to go on these safaris. Well, this piece of shit that's holding one of the most beautiful cats I've ever seen, obviously he just killed it, got gored to death by a wild buffalo. Was it South Africa, Buki? Was it South Africa?
Let's call it South Africa.
South Africa. Died instantly.
Good.
Imagine paying $50,000 to go kill something, only for that something to kill you. You said good? Did you say it's good that this guy's dead? I'm not going.
Fuck this guy. Respect to your family. Sorry for you guys, but fuck this guy. Rube the Dude say good for the buffalo. Yeah. I root for the animals in this situation.
I know you're a dog lover, obviously, because of Molly, but
sure.
I didn't know we're gonna root on animals killing humans.
If we're paying $50,000 some dollars to go hunt exotic animals, elephants, rhinos, whatever the fuck, I'm gonna root for them. I'm gonna root for them.
Look, again, Let's kill the hogs. Let's do some dove hunting. Let's eat some deer. Let's do it. Let's go fishing.
Sure.
This beautiful cat for what? Fly across the country, pay 50 grand to do that shit? I don't get it.
If you're paying more than $1,000 to go hunt some animal, I'm gonna root for the animal. I'm sorry. I just, boars, of course, things that are harmful to the environment, population control.
Yes.
We understand that.
Yes.
Do we have to population control fucking cougars? Are there too many of them?
What is that? Is it a cougar? Is it a mountain? I don't know.
I don't know. People are saying in the chat they killed Puma. So shout out to Puma wherever he is. He drives fast. Shout out to him. And Paletta Man also says he smashes all the thirsty cougars in San Antonio. So he's doing some population control as well.
Yeah, I can't get the chat to take anything freaking seriously. Like, first of all, no, that's not Puma. That's not Sam Free. That's not Puma. And no, we're not talking about smashing cougars, Paletta Man, even though Buki Wood is waiting for his date, Paletta Man.
Dolly, hit me up.
Paletta Man, Buki is waiting on the day when you run his cheeks. He wants you to squeeze him with those nice arms you got.
Yeah, I'm sure he could pop my fucking head with his thighs. I'm sure he could too.
Why would your head be by his thighs? I'm lost.
Who knows? He could do it though.
Yeah, so I guess rest in peace to this dude. I don't know.
Shout out to the animal. Score 1 for the buffalo. That buffalo's a badass now with his troop.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
They said that.
They said, like, and my thing is like, so you obviously you're hunting, so you have a gun, so you're by this buffalo, the buffalo starts charging, and now you don't shoot, you shoot everything. I got to see how this happened. How did the animal get this close to you? Now I know those buffaloes sometimes
they sneak up on them.
I don't know. So I know sometimes with these big ass buffaloes, it takes more than one bullet. They got some thick ass skin. Maybe he did pop old boy. But old boy was like, oh, man,
I'll shrug that shit off.
Yeah, I shrugged that shit off. Gored his ass. He died instantly, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. If the Twitter video came across my timeline, I'd have to watch. Just to see, like, is this big-ass animal sneaking up on this dude? Like, did he just, like, run up behind him? He had no idea?
I got to know how it happened because you got a gun. You're not there by yourself. Everybody else got guns. Nobody saw this 6-foot tall buffalo coming to kill this dude. Nobody?
Maybe this is all fucking work. Maybe they killed him and then just blamed the buffalo. Who knows? Maybe this guy was an asshole.
Maybe this guy's an asshole. I mean, look at him holding that puma. Look at him holding puma. So,
by the way, it's gone from puma, cougar to mountain lion all in the chat here. So we all don't know what the fuck this animal is.
No, there's no way that's a mountain lion. Mountain lion's not that big. There's no way. If that's a mountain lion, that's the biggest mountain lion I've ever seen in my life. But some mountain lions now, because we've gone into their homes and built our homes, I have seen those awful videos where the mountain lion jumps the fence and takes the dog. Takes people's. You've seen those?
I've heard of that,
dude. Now again, I can't even be mad at the mountain lion because we start building where they've lived forever, where they roam forever, and sometimes
that's tough luck.
And sometimes little foo-foo becomes mountain lion dinner.
Yeah, that's just bad luck. You can't blame the mountain lion. You can't blame yourself. You're just like, fuck.
I guess this is why you shouldn't keep your pets outside. And now, see, this is where I'm from a different era. When I was growing up, Buki, my dogs lived in the backyard. We didn't have house pets. I had like 2 or 3 dogs and they all lived outside. But now that I think about it, and it wasn't like we weren't animal cruelty people. It's just that's what we did. But now that I think about it, it's like, damn, it was some hot summers. And it was some some hot summers and cold winters. And I had poor Shira, and it was I had a chow, Buki. And chows, they like living in cold environments. I had this chow in San Antonio, Texas, outside. Poor Shira. But I hated that bitch. That bitch.
Oh my God.
That bitch didn't like me, and I didn't like that bitch. I hated She-Ra, and I was scared of that dog. Chows are mean. If anybody purple tongue, she was a mean bitch. She loved my sister and she loved my dad. I don't remember her relationship with my mom. I don't know, but she loved my mom. She loved my dad and my sister, but she didn't like me. I didn't like her. She would just chase me up the fence. I'd just be sitting on the fence. Like, fuck, I can't even play in my own backyard because this bitch.
Nope.
Anyway.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Slackers. I went out to Slackers last night.
Yeah, how was it last night?
It was good. I got there late. I had a lot going on yesterday. A lot. Like, I had to do 2 buildings because Trump ran off my best cleaning crew. Yeah, Trump ran off my best cleaning crew. So I'm down a couple cleaning crews because they went back across the border so they don't get deported. So I had to go and do 2 buildings. I had to meet the teacher for my 6-year-old. I had to go meet my first grader's teacher. Then my teenager, I had to take her to Paper Tiger to go to some stupid ass concert for some goth person, some gothic rapper. Get the fuck out of here. That sounds
horrible.
Get the fuck out of here.
Did you stay?
Fuck no. I dropped her off in the front like a bad parent should and never saw her again. She still isn't home. I don't know what's gonna happen to her. She's still at home. Hopefully she stays gone so I don't have to find out a way. I don't have to rob a bank for her to go to U of H. Then I do 2 buildings. Then I finally got the Slackers. I walk in, Frank's looking at me like, dude, what the fuck? Where you been? I was like, hey, my bad, dog. I'm here. Let's drink. So shout out to Slackers, 5 locations. I was at the Nacogdoches location last night, North Star, Fredericksburg, St. Mary's, and Thousand Oaks. Slacker Sports and Arcade. Make sure when you talk to those bartenders, tell them, hey, man, I'm in the building. She's going to look at you like you're a fucking idiot. She's not going to know what you meant, but she will run it back up the chain saying, hey, man, these guys keep coming in here telling me they're in the building. What the fuck does that mean? And they'll let her know what it means. So I just want y'all to do that as a little bit. Tell the Slackers bartenders you're in the building just so they can look at you and say, I don't know what that means, but do you want lime or do you want an orange slice with your tequila? Slackers, the official
orange
sports
slice.
bar. You don't take your tequila shots with the orange slice?
Well, Rudy, funny you mentioned that. The first shot to Slackers, the first shot I did was at Helga's high school graduation. I'm a year older than Helga, so I'm like 19, 20 at the time.
Fucking pedophile.
Yeah, well, you know me, Rudy.
Anyway.
I see her taking a shot with her uncle. They're taking tequila, and I've never taken a shot before. And they asked me, do you want a shot? I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? Fuck it. And then they asked me if I want salt or lime. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that does. No, I'm good. Her uncle's not doing it, so I don't need it. Why do you need salt and lime?
You don't realize he's been drinking for 30 years and he can drink gasoline out of a car.
Yeah, so I had no idea. I take the shot. I'm like, all right. Okay, this is all right. 2 minutes later, oh, this is a burp. Burp. I just threw up all over myself.
You threw up on yourself in front of her family?
Oh yeah. They had to give me new clothes. Yeah, it was an ugly scene. One shot.
But it's like your indoctrination into her Latino family. Like you're one of them because they've all been there. You know what I mean? They were proud. I'm sure they were proud of you for taking the shot like a man. But yeah, so when you take your tequila shot, one, it should be chilled. But limes are so 1998.
Oh,
you don't take your tequila shot with lime. You take your tequila shot. And if the bar doesn't have oranges like Slackers does, you're in the wrong bar. If you go in there and say, hey, I'll take, 2 Don Julio Repos chilled with an orange slice. We don't have oranges. Tell it, don't make my drinks. I'm leaving. If they don't have oranges, they're stuck in the 90s. So yes, tequila goes with orange slices, and Slackers definitely has orange slices. How are you into throwbacks, Bookie? Is that a throwback you got on?
Well, this is a few years ago, Jets jersey. This is my guy, Zach Wilson. One of my 2 Zach Wilson jerseys.
Why would you buy a Zach Wilson jersey, sir?
I bought in. I was invested.
Is he in the league?
I think he's with the Broncos. He's the 3rd string for the Broncos now.
He was number 2 overall.
Yeah, I bought in. Yeah, I believed.
All because of one throw at the combine. He made this beautiful throw at the combine.
I was like, oh my God.
Everybody lost their shit and he got $30 million. Good for him. But This throwback I want you to post right now, I am so excited about.
Oh, yeah.
Is probably my favorite, one of my favorite Spurs throwback. It was just announced they're bringing back the 90s retro inspired black uniform. Last time they wore it was 2021. 2026 will be the year of throwbacks, as almost every team is honoring their past with a fan favorite design. This one is fire. Look at Wemby in that. I love but see, I like pink and purple and turquoise and shit. Like, black men, I don't know why we like all these colors. We think we look good in colors. I don't know if we all do. I know I do. But this shit is fire. Fire, fire. Hate it or love it, Buki.
I love these jerseys. Yeah, these are good. Just as long as it's not, we've come so far, Rudy.
What do you mean?
Once upon a time, we did the fucking digital camo jerseys.
Oh, that was bad.
The most disgusting jersey I've ever seen in my life. Horrible.
The camo was shit.
So we've come a long way, and I'm glad they're using the Fiesta colors now. I love these jerseys. Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wear a jersey. My jersey days are past me, but I do want this shirt. Like if they make this into a t-shirt, but I don't want anybody's name on it.
No one.
I don't want anybody's name on it. I just want San Antonio Spurs. And I know, Wemby, like there's a few guys on the team that I feel like their jersey name is safe. I think Wemby's name is safe. Like you can have that for 10, 20 years. Castle safe. But that's as far as I'm going. I don't know who else is gonna be here 6 years from now. So yeah. I'm not buying a Keldon. We love Dylan Harper, but I'm not gonna get his name on my back. I don't know how long
you've got 4 years of Fox. And after that fourth year, you're like,
I would never buy a Fox, would never put Fox's name on my back. Unless it's Rick Fox. He's hot.
He is hot, but he was bad at basketball.
He was good, great piece for those early 2000 Laker teams. He was a great piece. Don't disrespect the great Rick Fox like that, sir. So the chat saying they love it, hate it or love it, chat. What are y'all thinking?
Yeah, they're actually interested in Keldon Johnson going back to the number 3, apparently.
Why? Because CP3's gone?
Yeah.
Did they think CP3 took his basketball powers by taking number 3 from him?
Well, that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, me personally, I still would rather have CP3 on this roster, but then I just want him sitting on the bench coaching with Mitch Johnson, really.
Me too. He's a Clipper now. So it's Kawhi,
James Harden, Bradley Beal, CP3, and Zubac. Old ass team. We'll see if they can make it to the playoffs if all of them help.
I thought the Clippers were going to beat the Nuggets. I think they played the Nuggets.
I did too.
I bet it. I had the Clippers winning that series. Yeah. I know it's cool to make fun of James Harden and make fun of Kawhi, but I like that team. If Kawhi can stay healthy.
I just think James Harden's playoffs are just every
he's
time
just cursed, so right?
Fun. He's the new age Karl Malone, just without the marrying of 13-year-olds, whatever it was. He's great in the regular season. He'll get you there, but when it comes time to nut crunch time, he will not be there. He wants zero part of that ball in the playoffs.
It's funny that you bring up Karl Malone because we didn't talk about this on the show, but somebody was ripping Karl Malone because the NBA was honoring him, and somebody was like, how's the NBA honoring this dude that was sleeping with 14-year-olds? And Wemby retweeted it.
Yeah.
Wemby wants no part. I was like, damn, Wemby, that is so not Tim Duncan of you, sir. First of all, we can all agree. Well, you know what, Jose?
You tell me it was all right back then?
I'm not going to tell you it was all right. I'm not going to say that it was all right, but everybody was doing it. Like the rock and roll stars, R. Kelly, they were all Russell Simmons, married Kimora Lee Simmons when she was like 15. It was I remember there's this video of Chris Collinsworth. He's in his 20s, almost about to be in his 30s. And he's like, oh, I love those high school girls. I remember being in high school and 20-something-year-old dudes will be pulling up in their Mustang, picking up the hot high school chicks and he's like 25, and nobody wasn't. We weren't like, look at this freaking pedophile. We were just like, damn, look at Dante. He coming to get Sheila's fine ass, and everyone it was just like it wasn't a thing.
Nookie is what they say.
It wasn't a thing. It was a weird time, man. We like to champion ourselves, boomers and Gen X. Like, yeah, we're tough. It was a pedophile era. It was a huge pedophile era.
Yeah.
It was some sick mother fathers from Gen X, like very sick mother fathers in Gen X. And my dumb ass, I'm just like, damn, man, I love Dante's car. He put rims on that bitch. Dante's 26. Sheila's 15. And there, Sheila's just like happy. And Sheila's parents know she's dating Dante.
But because that's when they met, they're like, it's fine.
But back to Wemby, I was like, damn, Wemby, you really gonna throw Karl Malone under the bus like that?
Good. That's why he's my guy.
Was she 14?
Who knows? She wasn't 18, I'll tell you that. She was young as shit.
But he did live in Utah, Jose.
Yeah, and him and John Stockton are still fucking best buddies.
Fuck John Stockton, by the way.
Yeah, fuck both of those guys. Yeah.
John Stockton's an asshole. I do not like John Stockton. Great basketball player. Hate the dude.
Yeah. Top 5 worst people to hang out with, those two guys. No thanks. I'm so good. Not 1 second will I enjoy hanging out with those guys.
No, I don't want to hang out with them either. Like, so you would mean to tell me that you wouldn't go to Texas Cheer Liquor with John Stockton or Karl Malone and get you some tequila?
You know what?
You wouldn't share a bottle of tequila with Karl Malone?
I don't think I would.
You don't want to ask Karl Malone, why were you dating a 14-year-old? Even like you're already hammered. You're knee deep into a bottle of Fortaleza. You wouldn't hang out with Karl Malone. Or Karl Malone hit you up in the chat right now and said, Boog, I want to sit down and have a word with you. You wouldn't go?
Thank you. I think you want to kick my ass, first of all. And I would go to get my ass kicked and then preferably sue him for a couple $1,000. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we can settle out of court, Carl, for just $10,000. I'm a cheap bitch. But no, I don't think I would. No.
Well, hopefully Karl Malone will come out on August 16th to our customer appreciation celebration at Texas Cheer Liquor number 3. That's right. August 16th, which is next Saturday from noon to 6. You have time to come out. Everybody that shows up will get some free tacos, and you'll get a raffle ticket. And that raffle ticket, there's going to be more than just the Blackstone. They're giving away a lot of cool stuff, but the big bad Mama Jim Blackstone is the creme de la creme of prizes that will be given away. It's the big boy Blackstone. And for every $20 that you spend, you will get another raffle ticket. So you come in there, drop $100. That puts you at 5 extra raffle tickets. So now you got 6 chances to walk away with something. That's next Saturday, August 16th, noon to 6, Texas Cheer Liquor number 3 at the shops at Lucky Ranch off of Highway 90. Mike loves saying I-90. There's no such thing as I-90, Mike. It's Highway 90 in Montgomery. He always says I-90, and the chat's like, he drives the chat crazy. It's Highway 90 in Montgomery, Texas Cheer Liquor number 3. So, AD, whenever you watch this, he always watches like 10 days later. I need August 16th off. I got to be at the store at number 3 promoting and doing social media shit, bro. I can't be stuck at store number 1 working. So you're going to have to give me off next Saturday. All right. Beautiful. Texas Cheer Liquor, the studio sponsor of In the Building. What else we got next up here? Man, since we're talking about the Spurs, Kai Cenat, streamer extraordinaire, Mr. Twitch, Mr. Everything, cover of Time magazine. He's been spending a whole lot of time in San Antonio. And he's a young guy, 23, 25, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And he posted this video to TikTok, and I sent it to Buki. Do you have this video, Buki?
Of course.
All right. I want to play this video, then I want to talk about the Spurs. I'm going to correlate it to the Spurs. Go ahead and play the video.
But ain't shit here. Like, bro, bro. Nah, like I just need to vent with y'all real quick, bro. Like I need to vent with y'all real quick, gang. Bro, ain't nothing here, bro. Like that ass, gang.
All right. First of all, that's not true. Let me take my hat off for this.
This is good. Unbiased.
All right. First of all, that's not true. Hold up. Let me see. What is this?
Nice.
Here's to taking shots
Greg.
of tequila with the orange and taking shit. I appreciate you, Greg. Now you can talk shit. First of all, Kai Cenat, you can get the fuck out of my city. I can talk shit about my city. I pay taxes here. I've lived here since I was 2 years old. If I want to say there ain't shit here, I can do that. We're family. San Antonio is my family. If I want to talk shit, I can. You, sir, from New York, who lives in Atlanta, who just so happens to be stopping by San Antonio, are not allowed to talk shit about my city. Okay? I'm not mad. I'm just letting them know nicely. You could get the fuck out. That's number one. Number two, to bring it full circle, this is why, because he's a young guy, just like 90% of the Spurs roster. This is why the Spurs do such a huge vetting process before they draft a kid or before they bring in a free agent. Because a lot of young people probably feel that way about San Antonio, and the Spurs have to know that doesn't matter to you. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Like, this is why they have such a vetting process. This is where the term Spurs guy comes from. Like, are you okay with having nothing to do? Which is not true, by the way. It's not true. There was a time that was true, but there's plenty to do for 20-some-year-olds. I got a 29-year-old daughter. I got a 17-year-old daughter. I got friends with kids that are in their 20s. There's plenty of shit for them to do. They're getting into all types of shit. I don't know what there's nothing out here means to Kai, but that's why the Spurs have to draft and sign Spurs guys, because there's a lot. If I had to rank San Antonio, like as far as like shit to do, I'd go Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio. Like of the major cities in Texas, that's just me being fair. Of the major cities in Texas where it's stuff to do, San Antonio ranks last. So the Spurs have to make sure Carter Bryant doesn't care about that shit. The Spurs have to make sure Dylan Harper doesn't care about that. Wemby, you taking him regardless. If you hate it, you just fucking hate it. We're drafting you. You're 7'5".
There's a reason why Dennis Rodman didn't work here.
You know what I mean? Like, but now that I think about it though, Boogie, there's quite a few cities in the NBA where there ain't shit to do. Like, I'm not leaving my house in Memphis. I might die. That's why John Morant has such a great time on the road, because he can't go anywhere in Memphis. They killed young Dolph. He's Memphis's hero. They filled him with 100 bullets in his hometown. Where are you going in Memphis? Where are you going in Oklahoma City besides the casino?
Nowhere.
But I'm just talking about Costa, not saying there's nothing to do here. That's why when the Spurs do go up to the Moody Center, those guys be excited as shit. I remember Sohan being like, man, I love Austin. This is great. But on a day-to-day basis, can you, as a young 22 to 27-year-old man, be content in being in a city where there's nothing to do? Hence the term Spurs guy. Hence the reason why they only draft and sign certain players, because a lot of 20-something-year-olds are going to feel like there's nothing to do in San Antonio. But shit, you ain't never really here anyway. So punch Kai Cenat, you can get the fuck out. You're not going to sell Tony Parker's home. Nobody's buying Disneyland. You're not going to sell it. So
Jay Ribaldo is not the fucking realtor, so you're not going to fucking sell it.
Exactly. Shout out to Jay Ribaldo. That's a great segue, Bookie. You might be all right, man. My man Jay, Ricky Baldo. He hit me up on my birthday, tried to take me out for drinks. I was busy, but for people like Bookie, matter of fact, Bookie, what the hell, bro? You and Helga both have jobs. You need to hit up Jay and just start the process. I'm not telling you to go out and buy a $295,000 home. What I'm telling you is call Jay and say, Jay, I'm almost 30. I'm tired of giving my rent money to some other rich dude. What is the first thing I need to do to start the home buying process? And you look up, and 6 months from now, you got your credit right, you got a little bit of money saved, and there's Jay Ribaldo. To you people that are renting, to you people that don't own, to you people that just feel like, I'll never be able to own a home, call Jay Ribaldo and just take the first step. It's just like the gym. It's just like a diet. You got to start in order to get where you're going. Call up Jay. Let him know In the Building sent you. Jay Ribaldo. And make sure you follow him on all the social medias. The numbers, emails, all of it's right there. That's the Ribaldo Realty Group. Yeah, Mike's out today, man. Hit us up. Well, first of all, he told us yesterday, he was like, man, I know I got this going on, but now we'll do the show. Because we were going to go and we were supposed to go eat. Remember, Jose? We were supposed to go eat today after the show. He's like, hey, Rudy, Rudy, you got time? Are you going to be too busy? I'm like, yeah, I got to go to work at 4, but me, you, and Buki will go to, what was the place called?
Los Cuates.
Los Cuates. We're supposed to go to Los Cuates and see if Buki really knows his tacos. Buki says they're the best tacos he's ever had. I don't fucking trust his palate as far as I can see it, and I can't see a palate. So me and Mike were like, well, let's go put it to the test. So Mike said, hey, Rudy, you got time? Making it seem like I'm the guy that never has time. Only to text us last night at 9:30?
Yep.
Hey, guys, I'm not going to be able to make it after all.
I wonder what the conversation was like. That was the funniest part to me, because I knew he didn't. So let's just say he didn't want to do this thing, wanted to do the show, and then he did the 180, and I just was interested to see what that conversation was like to get him there.
Yeah, because he was talking big shit. Oh no, man. Whatever, dude. I knew he was gonna fold like a bad hand. I knew he was gonna fold. That boy, I'm Mike effing Taylor until Nina walks in the room. Then you just Michael.
Michael Anthony.
You just Michael Anthony when Nina walks in the room. That boy so whipped. It's sad. Oh, man. So Michael B. Yeah, shout out to Mike. Love that guy. See him Monday. How much preseason football you watched last night? Let's talk some sports.
I watched the very few highlights. I'll tell you that. The one thing I did see, and I'm sure everyone saw, was Anthony Richardson oh my God, got flattened.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. I get it. It's preseason. There's some guys that are going to be selling insurance soon. That to me looked like the longest yard, Adam Sandler, when they got mad at him because they found out that he was trying to throw the game, and then they just start letting the guys just run through and sack him. They hate Anthony Richardson. That doesn't just happen. They hate him.
I wouldn't like him either after last year.
Why?
Well,
Do you think is he a great big suck?
He is a great big suck, unfortunately. He was a guy that needed reps, like a lot of reps, and getting those reps in the NFL is not ideal. And Rudy will never forget. You tired, my man? You tired and asking out on a fucking second or third and goal?
Oh, he did, dude. I forgot about that.
That's he out immediately. That's all those players in that locker room will never respect him again after that. No fucking quarterback ever has asked out of the game like that. I don't care if you ran the ball a bunch. You just ask the coach, hand the ball off. I'm tired. Like, that's just crazy to me.
First
you
of
can't
all,
throw the ball?
It's not even basketball, like where you're running a whole lot. How are you tired from doing 3-step drops? Like, what do you mean? Like, that was strange.
That was the moment. Everyone's like, okay, that we're out. We're done with this guy.
Who's the other quarterback there?
Daniel Jones, who I learned yesterday, is there.
That's right. He sucks too.
He is not good.
Well, you know what, though? We said the same thing about Sam Darnold, Buki. And he got to Minnesota. It really matters where they put the best pieces around you and put you in the best situation to win, because Sam Darnold was a freaking Pro Bowler last year.
Yeah, it helps when you have the best coach as well. I don't trust Shane Steichen. I'm all set there. Kevin O'Connell, KOC, is the best quarterback whisperer in the league, and that's why I'm always like, Vikings have to be watched.
Wait a minute.
I think JJ McCarthy's horrible, but
JJ McCarthy's a suck.
But he's going to be
McCarthy
decent this year because of the coaching.
You think that highly of Kevin O'Connell?
Sam Darnold was horrible on the Jets.
He was horrible with the Panthers. He was horrible with the Niners.
And somehow he got 3 years, $100 million for his efforts last year. I love Sam Darnold. I love him to fucking death, but no thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. And first of all, Anthony Richardson, it may be the biggest heist in NFL history besides Zach Wilson. At least Zach played 2-3 years. Anthony Richardson played 10 games at Florida.
Yeah.
If that. And then I don't know what the Colts were thinking. I never thought, he has a great body. He can rap. He can throw he could throw the ball far. I don't want him as my starting quarterback.
Cam Newton, this is Cam Newton's fault.
Because he has the same build as Cam.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, Cam Newton. You know that Auburn team that Cam Newton took all the way to the Natty? Not one other guy went to the pros.
No. Yeah.
Not one other player on that team that Cam Newton drugged to the Natty and won went into Alabama down 21 and won. He didn't play with one other pro. Anthony Richardson never did that. Yeah, they're built the same, but that's where it stops.
Yeah, and the Colts were like, "Oh, we can coach this guy up. He's the next Cam Newton." And then no,
he's not. He's not the rookie of the year. He's not anything.
No.
Damn, but Cam Newton not diving on that ball has haunted him forever. People still bring that up. I'm like, they were still gonna lose. They were still gonna lose that game.
People will tell you
what? People will tell you what?
Jalen Hurts is better than Cam Newton.
That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
People will tell you that, and you know it's.
I've seen this debate. I'm glad you brought this up, Boogie. I didn't know if you had seen this. Yeah. I know Mike never has his phone out, so I didn't. I know Mike did. The reason I never brought this up was because Mike doesn't have his phone out. He's great about that. I need to be more like him in that sense. But I doom scroll, and this whole Cam Newton, which 4th and 1 is a great show. He says, Jalen Hurts. He wasn't dissing him, but he just said, like, they won the Super Bowl despite him. They didn't win the Super Bowl because of him. Look, I love Jalen Hurts. I love his attitude. I love his demeanor. I love his leadership. I love the fact that he knows who he is and he doesn't try to do too much. He always makes the right play. There's something to be said for that. There's greatness within that. You don't believe that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Cam Newton, though, do you?
I mean, I can see why people are making the argument, but no. Yeah, Cam Newton's the best college quarterback in my lifetime. Better than Tebow, better than Manziel. I'll hear the arguments for Vince Young, but Cam Newton is that guy.
Okay, now you change this. Okay, now you you change the subject. One, I don't think Jalen Hurts is better than Cam, but now you didn't trigger me, but you piqued my interest. Best college quarterback of all time, just college. Who cares what happened when you got to the pros?
Rube the Dude says Tim Tebow easy. Roji's mentioning Colt McCoy. Sure.
Roji did not say Colt McCoy. I can't see the chat, but I'm about to throw my fucking phone. Roji, you did not just come into my chat. Take my head. You did not just come into my chat and say Colt McCoy is the best college quarterback of all time, sir.
Kellen Moore. That's the next one, right?
You, sir, are about to be put in timeout. I'm about to block you, and you're a member. I love my members. We love y'all. But you're about to get blocked. To take that back, Roji. Roji, I was just kidding, Rudy. I need to see you type, Rudy, that was a joke. You missed the sarcasm. Rube says Tim Tebow easy.
Yeah, Matt Bernard saying Tim Tebow for sure the best college quarterback of our generation.
You see, look, my debate with you is going to be Vince. I'm going to put Vince there. I'm not going to put Tebow there, and I'm going to tell you why. Because of what I just said, Matt. Because of what I just said, Rube. There were no pros on Cam Newton's Auburn team. How many fucking pros did Tim Tebow have on that team?
A whole lot.
Like, come on now. Y'all don't think on even though we're just talking college, who cares about pros? Y'all don't think Tim Tebow is better than Cam Newton. Cut it out.
Yeah, it's funny enough.
Cut
they were on
it
the same
out.
team at one point too, which is funny.
And then what? Cam stole like an Apple MacBook or something.
Yeah, then
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Some laptops.
Yeah, Cam, high school state.
Oh, hold on, Rudy. This is a good argument here.
Which
21
one?
for life.
Who?
Frank Harris.
Get the fuck out of here. Hey, first of all, hold on. Put some respect on Frank's name. I seen Frank do some amazing shit on the level that he was on. I never thought I'm gonna say we. When Frank was there, it was we. I was a road runner. My wife is class of 06, so I can say we when I want to. When Frank was there, I never was worried. And there, you've seen all those games through Frank Harris here. We down 10, we down 12, we down 3.
I was at all of them.
No timeouts. Frank was a bad mother father for AAC or whatever conference they were in at that time. I think it was something else at that time.
Yeah, he'll always be on the UTSA Mount Rushmore.
It ain't even
quarterback. Yeah, it's
No, hey, but we're gonna leave him out of this.
Yeah, I guess he can't be considered the best of all time.
No, he can't be considered. Johnny Football, I can't put him there. Johnny,
he was the most hyped.
He was the most hyped.
Yeah, most hyped, but I think you have to at least win a national championship game to be in this conversation.
Why don't we ever have the NFL style quarterback in these conversations? Every time we have these conversations about who is the most, electric or best quarterback, Michael Vick was a really good college quarterback too, but it's never the pocket passer. Teams were keep in mind, teams were tanking for Andrew Luck. Yeah,
well, unfortunately for Andrew Luck, Brandon Whedon and Justin Blackman just open hand slapped him in the face in the Fiesta hole. Just a beat down. Just beat their ass. Our guy Agapito, a great one. Here's your NFL quarterback, Joe Burrow. He had one amazing year.
See?
Amazing. But again,
and it's not fair. It's not fair to Joe Burrow, and it's not fair to Tim Tebow. But the LSU Tigers are right there with the 2019 LSU Tigers are right there with the 2001 Miami Hurricanes.
They are. Yeah.
I could debate you. That was the best team of all time.
Of course, yeah. And I'd hear it. Yeah. That's the only other team that you could stack up with that Miami team, and just because of the fucking draft right after too. Everyone getting drafted.
That team was so stupid. It was, and the thing about that team, nobody was really close. Obviously they had some games here and there that was got a little, but you never thought that LSU team was going to lose. But Joe Burrow is I'm not mad at that, Agapito. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at Tebow. But my thing would be Vince. Because Vince and Cam were literally get on my back. I don't ask no questions. Don't stop. Don't worry about it. Just get on my back. I got us. That's why those two guys are a different category to me. Because again, as the same thing I said about Frank Harris, I'll say about Vince. I never thought Vince was going to lose that year. I always knew that they were about to go down and score. Once they got that stop on 4th and 2 or 4th and 3, whatever it was, I was like, oh, Vince about to go win. Vince about to go win this game. But damn, Buki, I didn't even think about that. Cam probably is the best college quarterback of all time.
Chris is saying Matt Leinart, 3 state championship games, 2 out of 3. It's not a bad argument, but Reggie Bush, I'm sure, had a
but if we're gonna put high school in it, then I got to throw Kyler Murray in there. He never lost a high school football game.
I think that was college at USC. Matt Leinart, 2 out of 3 at USC.
I'm not mad at that either, but he was handing the ball off to what some people think is the best college football player of all time. Hell, we didn't even know who to give the Heisman to. I felt like that's why I feel like Vince got robbed, because Matt and Reggie should have stole votes from each other.
Yeah, and they didn't. They were like, just give it to Reggie.
Just give it to Reggie. Fuck, Reggie's USC tape is fucking disgusting in a good way.
Yes, I agree. Ethel Wolf talking about the bad man that went to Clemson. He had a good Clemson career, and everyone liked him back
he
then.
beat Alabama, and he beat Alabama.
Yeah.
You always get a notch for Alabama. That's a good.
He also beat, and I was there. He beat Oklahoma with that son of a bitch Baker Mayfield and CeeDee Lamb and both of the NFL running backs. So I'm happy. He's a bad man, but that's not a bad suggestion.
No, you know what? You brought up Baker. If you look at Baker's completion percentage in college, look, I know you hate the Sooners. I get it. But when you look at Baker did that get, was it Georgia? They played Georgia in one of the BCS games or Final Four.
Yeah, the Rose Bowl.
Baker put up 50 on Georgia. Now, Baker can't play defense. Yeah, Baker can't play defense too. Let's not sleep on Baker's. You know what? You can't sleep on Baker's career at OU because keep in mind the what are they? The freaking Agapitos Red Raiders who are spending money and grabbing recruits like a motherfather. Watch out for those.
This is AJ's like this is his like.
Yeah, watch out! Watch out for the Red Raiders. Like AJ, he told us last night we're gonna single-handedly save the Big 12. But keep in mind. The Red Raiders didn't want nothing to do with Baker, so Baker's like, all right, cool. Fuck y'all. I'm going to go to OU, win a Heisman, and be the first overall pick. Baker was a bad dude.
I'm trying to think of – I have a list of my least favorite athletes of all time. Evan Longoria was number one on that list for a really long time.
You talking about the Tampa Bay Devil Ray?
Yeah, I fucking hate Evan Longoria. Baker Mayfield, I think, is number one on that list now. I have hated Baker Mayfield for a long time.
He was a douche. He went through a long period of being the biggest douchebag on the planet. I'll give you that.
I'll never forgive him or forget the cold that I slept outside for College Game Day for that Bedlam game. It was the most excited I've ever been for a football game.
You slept outside for College Game Day? This is my first time hearing this. Continue.
Of course, yeah. I went to College Game Day. It was Bedlam. That's when I realized that Ricky Fowler is a little bitty man. I didn't know. I thought he was like 6 foot. I was like, why the fuck do I look eye to eye with Ricky Fowler? What the hell is this? But yeah, I slept outside. It was freezing. 12 hours of hype. I motherfuck him all. I'm right there on the sidelines. I'm cussing him out. I've got my paddle right there. And I proceed to watch us get blown out by like fucking 25 points. And I was furious. Oh my God. I was so
you hate
angry.
him because he was so good.
Yeah, fuck him. I can't. He ruined my freshman college football season. Fuck that guy. I will always hate him. When the Jets had the number 1 or the number 2 overall pick that year and he took Sam Darnold, I was praying they wouldn't make the mistake of taking Baker Mayfield. If the Jets would have taken Baker Mayfield, I would have gone straight to hell because I fucking can't stand the guy. Can't stand him. No. And he's a nice guy now. Like I've heard
a good guy.
Like he's like now that he's old man, he's got the like veteran swagger.
Now I like him. I hated him too. Now I'm like, damn, I like me some Baker Mayfield.
God, I can't stand him still, actually. Can't stand him.
Charlie Ward was awesome at Florida State. Chris Leak was awesome. Chris Leak kept Tim Tebow off the field. Damn, yeah, man, there's a lot of great college quarterbacks. Michael Vick's highlight tape, what he was able to do with Frank Beamer and Virginia Tech was amazing.
I don't like Virginia Tech either. Tyrod Taylor made my life hell in middle school. Oh my God.
What, you played against Tyrod Taylor?
No, I was a middle schooler when he was at Virginia Tech, and I lived in Virginia, so all of my friends are Virginia Tech fans, and I was, as you know me, Rudy, I like to be counterculture. So I was a Boston College and Miami Hurricanes fan when I was growing up, and I was just rooting so hard for Virginia Tech to lose every week, and Tyrod would just do the most ridiculous shit. Like, I'll never forget him stiff-arming Ndamukong Suh when he was in Nebraska, just throwing him on the dirt and then throwing like a Hail Mary that gets caught, and they somehow beat Nebraska. Just like absurd.
Damn, Nebraska. Remember when Nebraska was good? Are you old enough to remember when Nebraska
I don't.
was
I
good?
just remember Ndamukong Suh's Nebraska. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get GC Services in here, Jose.
Let's
my man Russ. Shout out to my man Russ. took me out to the Corey, which by the way, Buki, me and you got to go play golf soon. I want to see what your game. When's the last time you played?
Last weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
So I know you don't know. What do you think your handicap is?
16.
So you're not bad.
I'm not horrible. I am under 100 most every time, which is my goal, but I'm not good.
So you're GC Services Roofing and Construction. Hold on, don't go nowhere. 210-347-0426. 15 roofs by in the building clients, not one complaint. And also keep in mind when you call Russ and them out there, when you set the appointment with your insurance company, you know who's going to be there before they get there to make sure that they're not trying to get over. Russ and Gino are going to be there, and they're going to be watching, and they're going to be on top of the roof with your insurance company, making sure the insurance company sees like, hey, this is messed up. This is beyond just, nah, you'll be fine. That's what Russ and Gino are there for. They protect their clients, and their team does great work. They do such great work. I think they have a team of like 6-7 guys. AD at Texas Cheer Liquor gave the entire team a bottle of Luna Azul tequila, which is the official tequila of the San Antonio Spurs. So not only are they there in the beginning, they're there during, and they're there after. GC Services Roofing and Construction, 210-347-0426. We got to let's put together in the building golf round.
Sure.
I know Mike doesn't want to do anything for 5 hours.
Which is fair. I understand why.
Because really, in reality, because, golf has become, it's like the second fastest growing sport on YouTube. There's so many influencers. Like, golf is growing. So now when you go, there's someone in front of you, someone behind you. So it's going to take 5 hours. So we'll see if Mike wants in on this. But we need to do a horse race with the golfers. And the first two guys, the two guys that win,
get to join, because Elron and Rube the Dude are already in here saying they want in.
Damn, that was quick.
they already want in.
Well, see, this is the thing. Let me tell you why Rube is full of shit. Okay, Rube, that's my guy. Went to school with my wife. I think they dated. They just haven't told me. Rube,
sure.
Did you date my wife, motherfucker? I need to know, motherfucker. Tell me. But Rube is full of shit. I've asked Rube to play. He always ducking. He's always fucking ducking me. So maybe we do a horse race and the two guys, but we'll only do it to the guys that want to be in. Because if you don't play golf, then just stay away.
Why bother? Yeah.
But the two horses that come in first and second, go out and play with Jose and I. I gotta hook up at Golf Club of Texas. My man Bo.
I literally just played there the other day.
You like the food truck and where they have where you pass it by 7 and 13?
Solo birdie, Rudy, at one of the par threes there the other day.
You had a birdie?
No, solo birdie. I put my dick on the table and I just let everyone see the size of my dick there. I think it was par 3, number 16 in the back.
I know, on the back. Yeah. That's a tough par 3. That par 3 eats me alive. So that's a great birdie.
I'm like that, Rudy.
Because what was that? That shit is, baby, normally playing like 180, 190.
Yeah, well, Rudy, my best club in my bag, and you'll laugh. Everyone does. My women's 5-wood. I dominate with.
Man, I'm so mad at myself that I haven't jumped on the 5-wood, 7-wood train because it's such a forgiving club.
That's great.
I need that 5-wood and the 7-wood in my bag immediately. Yeah. Immediately.
My 5-wood is made of.
Why is it women's?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know it was a women's club for a long time. I got my first set. It was a Spalding 5-wood, so I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to take this. NBA Spalding, how many of the clubs does these exist? And then like 3 months after playing, I was like, this is my best club. And then I started doing research, and it's like women's set. I was like, oh, I didn't know this is a women's club. And I don't give a fuck. I just dominate with it. It's my best club in my bag, and it makes everyone laugh. It's like, this kid's using a woman's club, but
Yeah, so we're gonna do a round with the reach around God and run my cheeks. And we'll keep it fun. It'll be me and Buki versus the other two. We'll do best ball. Me and Buki versus two horses, and we'll roll a little bit on it, have some fun with it. We're gonna get that done. Let's shoot for early September. Let's shoot for around Bookie's birthday.
Yeah, sure. And by the way, Rube the Dude saying confirmed that they did not date, Rudy.
Okay.
So
because it was like,
there.
because when I first met him in person, he was like, yeah, this is exactly what he said. If I'm dying, God, strike me down right now. When I first met him in person for the first time, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I went to Edison. I was like, oh, I was like, because he's younger than me. I was like, oh, you were with Anna's brother, Lewis. He was like, no, I know your wife. I know her real well. And I was like, what? And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? In my mind, that's what I'm saying. This is the conversation I'm having with myself. And I'm like, why did he say that? He was like, no, I know your girl. We weren't married yet. I know your girl really well. And I said, what? And it always stuck with me. I was like, did this motherfucker date my wife? But nah, that's my brother, man. Rube's my guy. But yeah, let's shoot for around your birthday, Jose. Where was your birthday? The 4th, right?
Yep.
Somewhere around there, Bookie's birthday golf round.
Sure.
Us two. We may it depending on the feedback, Bookie. We might have to do a mini tournament. If we get like 10, 12 guys, we get like 12, 16 guys that want to do this. Maybe book 4 tee times and we do a little shotgun and have a little good time and do a little best ball 2-on-2. So I don't like the 4 because then people cheat. I like the 2. Let me work on this.
That's fair.
This way we can get there. Let me work on this. Let's say maybe right now we'll do the foursome. But if we get enough feedback, because nobody watches the show live, we get enough feedback and we get like 6. We'll do like four foursomes. Of course. Then Mike can come and play as well.
As a former Willow,
it will be like your birthday tournament. Yeah.
I used to work at Willow Springs, so I've got the hookups. You know, I've got
Willow's closed right now. Where else you got the hookup?
Hold on. They just reopened, Rudy. Don't slander them. They did just like this week. Yeah, it was their first week.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know that because they're desperately trying to get me to come back and work for them because I'm like, no thanks. It was free golf was great, but now
what was your daily task at Willow? What did you have to
I used to cook food there.
Oh, fuck that.
It was absurd. Yeah. I was cooking burgers and shit. I thought I was just going to check people in and just slap dick around the whole time. And they're like, no, we want you to be a cook for the pro shop or whatever the fuck. And I was like, I guess.
No, sir. Absolutely not. So were you just free at Willow or were you free throughout the trails?
I could go anywhere for free. Yeah, basically.
Cedar.
Yeah.
Brack. You got to play Brack for free?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I had to be social and be like, oh yeah, I work at, Cedar Creek, blah, blah, blah. I work at Willow, blah, blah, blah. And then you have to get ingratiated with these people so they can give you that low. But yeah, I've played there for free. Yeah.
Bookie's birthday tournament, y'all. Let's make it happen, chat. Early September. Maybe not on that day, the 4th or the 7th, because that's who was that saying they're in? Who was that? Big who?
I think that's Brian there. Brian, shout out to you, Brian. And Larry saying he's in. Rube the Dude, like we said earlier, is in. So
who else? L. Ron was in. So shit, with us two, that's already 6. Yeah. Let's shoot for 4 foursomes and do the Bookie birthday tourney. Yeah, early September, because that's my anniversary and my wife's birthday, so I can't do it the 4th to 7th. Can't do it Labor Day. Let's start looking. Let's start looking toward middle of September.
Yeah, Mike check. Maybe the Mike Taylor barbecue needs to evolve into a Mike Taylor charity golf tournament. Who knows? Maybe Los Dos Mike check. Who knows? Maybe Mike has both of them. So that's beautiful.
Well, anyway, Bookie, appreciate you putting up with me. Chat, those that are watching live, thank y'all. It's been a fun week. Be safe out there. Go buy Texas Cheer Liquor. Go buy Slackers. Call GC Services. Get started with Jay Ribaldo. Oh, and don't forget Sammy's Embroidery. I almost forgot about my man Sammy's Embroidery.
I was just there yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you got some footage. I can't wait to see the footage. We're shooting a commercial for Sammy because that's what we do. We don't just give you your lives. Call Sammy at 210-824-3900. It's at 6900 San Pedro. If your team wants to be highlighted on In the Building, go by Sammy's Embroidery. Let us know. We'll bring you on. We'll come out to a game. Highlight your team. You do business. If your team does business with Sammy's Embroidery. So go by Sammy's, GC Services, Slackers, Jay Ribaldo, Texas Cheer Liquor. Support them because they support us. Bookie, chat, love y'all. Everybody have a good weekend. Back as a full team on Monday morning and a members only Monday morning. So come holla at us in the building.
We gotta keep on doing. You can